When I got out of the car, the house looked smaller than I remembered. Not less threatening, just more tired. The paint on the walls was peeling. The porch light flickered like it wasn't sure whether it wanted to stay on or die out. 2 years. That's how long I hadn't been here. 2 years since the night we all agreed never to talk about again. I came because I got a call. The same call the others got. A calm female voice said only one thing. It's time to remember what you did. At first, I thought it was a sick joke. Then Emma texted me. Then Daniel called. And then Lily sent a single message. We should all come. We hadn't spoken for 2 years. Not properly, not honestly. We all pretended life had gone on. That night had never happened. The house had never seen us like that. I was the last to arrive. Their cars were already in the driveway. For a second, I considered turning around and leaving, but my body moved before my fear could stop it. Inside, everything smelled like dust and old wood. Nothing had changed. The same couch, the same stairs, the same silence waiting between the walls. They were all there. Emma stood by the window, arms crossed, pretending to look outside. Daniel leaned against the wall, tense, avoiding everyone's eyes. Lily stood in the middle of the room like she owned the place. For a moment, no one spoke. We just looked at each other, not like friends, like people who shared something they were all trying to forget. 2 years ago, we were closer, not friends in the warm sense of the word, more like people who drank together, argued together, and pretended our feelings didn't matter. Daniel had always been the one who could calm everyone down. Emma had always stayed close to him, too close to be accidental. And I had been with Daniel once, briefly, carelessly, long enough to make things complicated. Lily came into our lives later. She didn't try to become part of the group. She just appeared. And somehow she stayed close to Daniel. That night, 2 years ago, I saw Lily crying in the kitchen. Daniel followed her. I told myself it wasn't my business. I told myself it was just another drunk argument, just another scene that would end with laughter. I was wrong. Who called you? I finally asked. Emma swallowed. A woman. Calm voice. Daniel nodded. She said if I didn't come, someone else would see what they shouldn't. Lily smiled faintly. Looks like someone wants us all in one place again. That's when I realized we weren't invited here to remember. We were called here to face something we never finished burying. No one wanted to move first. The silence in the living room felt heavy, like the house itself was waiting for us to break. Lily was the first to turn away from us. She walked toward the stairs slowly, without looking back, as if she knew we would follow. We climbed to the second floor. The hallway was darker than I remembered. The light above the study flickered weakly, just like it used to that night. The door to the study was slightly open, the same way it had been left 2 years ago. Inside, everything was exactly where it had been before. The desk, the old chair, the shelf with empty bottles we never bothered to clean up. And on the desk, a laptop. Beside it, a flash drive. My stomach tightened. This wasn't random. Someone had placed them here on purpose. Emma took a step back. This is messed up. Daniel walked closer to the desk. His jaw was clenched so tight I thought his teeth might crack. The screen lit up slowly. There was only one file, no name, no date, just a black thumbnail. As it started playing, I felt something inside me sink. The video showed the house that night. The same hallway, the same stairs. Us, younger, louder, careless. I saw myself arguing in the kitchen. I saw Emma standing near the doorway, holding a phone. I saw Daniel moving between rooms, trying to calm everyone down. And then I saw Lily. She was standing closer to the edge of the stairs than I remembered. So close it made my chest tighten. Who was filming this? I whispered. Daniel slowly turned toward Emma. You left the room that night? Not then, Emma said quickly. I left after. Lily laughed quietly, not nervously, not in fear, with something cold in her voice. You all remember what you want to remember. Not what actually happened. In that moment, I realized something was wrong with my memory, not because I had forgotten, but because someone had helped me forget. A sharp noise came from downstairs. We all turned toward the door. We're not alone, Emma whispered. And suddenly I knew this night wasn't about the past anymore. It was about what was about to happen to us now. The noise downstairs stopped as suddenly as it began. No footsteps, no doors, just silence. Too clean, too deliberate. Daniel moved toward the stairs, but Lily raised her hand slightly. Don't. Let's finish this first. Her voice was calm. Too calm. The video continued. The camera angle shifted. Now it showed the hallway from the study doorway. I could see the staircase clearly, and I saw myself. The figure on the screen was wearing my jacket, my sneakers, my hair tied the same way I wore it that night. From behind, it was me. The figure was arguing with him, my ex, the one who fell. I heard my own voice on the recording, angry, sharp, but something felt wrong. The tone was familiar, but not the rhythm. Like someone copying me. He stepped back. The figure stepped forward. A push. My breath stopped. On the screen, he fell down the stairs. His body hit the railing, then the floor. Still. Emma covered her mouth. Daniel looked at me. I don't remember that, he whispered. The video zoomed slightly, not enough to show a face, only the back, the jacket, the shoes. It was built to point at me. Lily turned toward me slowly. You always had a temper, she said softly. You hated that he stopped loving you. You hated that he started talking to me. Her eyes locked onto mine. You pushed him. My chest tightened. The room felt smaller. No, I said quietly, and I knew it wasn't denial. It was certainty. That night, after the argument, I went upstairs to my room. I remember locking the door. I remember sitting on the bed. I remember crying alone. I wasn't on the stairs. You were drunk, Lily said. Memory is unreliable. Video isn't. Emma suddenly stepped closer to the screen. Pause it. She leaned in. Zoom on the wrist. Daniel zoomed in. The figure's sleeve shifted slightly. And I saw it, a thin silver bracelet. I never wore bracelets. I hated jewelry on my wrists. But Lily did. She wore the same thin silver chain every single day back then. Lily's face changed for the first time. Just slightly, but enough. That proves nothing, she said quickly. I stepped closer. We're the same height, Lily. Same build. From behind, we look almost identical. I felt the memories shifting in my head. You went into my room that night. You borrowed my jacket earlier in the evening. You said you were cold. Daniel stared at her. You were wearing her shoes, too. I remember thinking it was weird. Lily's jaw tightened. So what? That doesn't mean... We all froze. Someone had entered the house. Lily looked toward the stairs, and for the first time that night, she looked afraid. The footsteps weren't hesitant. They were steady, professional. Lily's face lost its color. You called them? She asked sharply. Emma didn't answer. She just kept looking at the screen. The police officer appeared in the doorway downstairs. He didn't shout. He didn't rush. He had been here before. We received a report about new evidence in an unresolved death, he said calmly. Lily's fingers twitched. That's when I understood something. She hadn't called the police. She had called us. Daniel turned to her slowly. You wanted her arrested. You wanted us all to see this and turn on her. Lily didn't deny it. He chose you, she said to me quietly. Not angry, not screaming, just exhausted. Even after everything. Even after he said it was over. He still looked at you like you mattered. 2 years ago, after the fall, we told everyone it was an accident, a drunk misstep. He slipped. But Lily knew something we didn't. He had been planning to leave her. He had told her that night, told her he wanted space, told her he couldn't breathe around her anymore. She didn't push him out of rage. She pushed him because he was walking away. And she knew he would never come back. She had switched jackets earlier that evening, said she was cold, took mine. She had worn similar sneakers on purpose, same dark jeans, same hairstyle. From behind, in low light, we were nearly identical. The camera in the study only caught the back. That was the plan. But she hadn't known about the exterior camera facing the stairs from below. She hadn't known it recorded her face when she leaned over him. I thought the memory would break you, she said to me. I thought if you doubted yourself long enough, you'd confess. And I would finally be free of you. Daniel stared at her like he had never known her. You stayed close to me after he died, I said slowly. You made sure we were seen together. You wanted it to look like I had a reason to hate him. She didn't argue. I waited 2 years, Lily continued. I waited until everyone believed the accident story. Then I made the call. Same script for all of you. So no one would suspect me. The officer stepped closer. Miss, please step forward. Lily looked at the screen one last time. At the moment he fell. For a second, I saw something crack in her expression. Not guilt, loss. They didn't drag her out. She walked, slowly, without looking back. Daniel sank onto the stairs. Emma exhaled like she had been holding her breath for 2 years, and I stood there, staring at the place where he'd fallen. He died because someone couldn't accept being left, and for 2 years, we almost let someone else carry that blame. The house was quiet again, but this time the silence wasn't hiding anything.